Meanwhile, in Italy today, the big game was, of course, supposed to be Juventus against Napoli. Juve were prepared for it, ready to play it. Napoli, however, did not travel. Reports now suggesting that Juve will be given all 3 points, a 3-0 win, because of Napoli's failure to turn up. Gab Marcotti is here. Gab, I'm sure this is very simple to explain.
No, actually, it's long, it's boring, and it's stupid. I'll try to make this as
Welcome to our show.
As possible. I know. Quite advertising. Look, long and short of it is that Napoli had a player, Zielinski, test positive on Friday, and then on Saturday they had another player, Almas, test positive. Now, based on the protocol that was agreed between the league, the Italian FA, and the Italian government, in those situations, because it's only a couple of players, you're still allowed to travel and train and play. Just simply that the whole team have to effectively stay together and quarantine together. In other words, they can't go back to their homes. They have to stay in a team hotel and sort of travel independently, which Napoli were going to do. They were going to charter a plane. However, also in the fine print, there is this line that says the ultimate authority for everything health-wise rests with the local health authority. The local health authority in Naples, 2 local health authorities in Naples, basically advised the club not to travel. So now you get into who trumps who, whose rules are more important. Juventus saying, look, we showed up, we had to show up, and the Italian league on Saturday night, so when Napoli still had time to travel, made it very clear, look, this is the protocol, these are the rules, we expect you to be there. We're not going to go and postpone the game in this situation. Napoli electing not to travel, electing to follow the local advice or local indication by the local health authority. I can tell you what, the league will award Juventus the 3-0 victory. Whether that sticks, which is what you give when a team has to forfeit because they don't show up, whether that sticks, I think that's going to be with the lawyers, because Napoli are going to presumably appeal or take some sort of legal action against this.
You're right, Gab. What an absolute mess. Whose side are you on?
I can only go by the information I have. I'm neither a doctor nor anything else, but it would appear to me that if you have rules in place from the government, from the league, if other teams that have had multiple players who have tested positive were able to go and play, respecting sort of that softer quarantine as opposed to staying locked in their homes, I don't see why it would be different for Napoli unless, and this has been suggested by some, unless there was some breach of protocol earlier which would have made a quarantine impossible. That we don't know about. It should also be said, Napoli had played Genoa the week before. Genoa ended up with something like 16 positive cases. That's why their game this weekend not taking place. Is it possible that Napoli somehow, feared that there would be repercussions from all the positives from their opponents the week before? Is there something here we don't know yet? I don't know. We're purely speculating.
Elsewhere, the game did go ahead. Lazio won, Inter Milan won. Lautaro Martinez opening the scoring in the first half. Milinkovic Savic then getting the equaliser. It's the red cards that have certainly been grabbing the headlines, Gab.
Yeah, no question about it. Certainly from Inter's perspective, I think they would have thought that they could do better. Lazio showing a great reaction, but Inter with the man advantage until Stefano Sensi getting sent off there near the end and failing to capitalize on it.
Overall, though, who's going to be happier with the result?
I think Lazio will be happier with the result. I thought they showed a strong performance coming back into the game. Again, this was after they gave up 4 goals to Atalanta. They went a man down. They hung in there, and I think it was an important response from the players to show that they're still competitive. I mean, for Inter, I think there's going to be a lot of shouting and chest beating, but you can't be happy, I think, when you take the lead in a game like this against potentially wounded opponent and you fail to take home the 3 points.
Frank Leboeuf, very vocal about Eric Lamela and the manner in which he went down, which of course helped Martial get sent off. We saw Vidal go down very easily in this game as well. Has the reaction been as critical in Italy?
Well, to be honest, in Italy, everybody's just talking about Juve and Napoli, but I can give you my reaction.
Yep.
I thought the way Patrick went down when Sensi shoved him away. And by the way, Sensi was holding the ball. Patrick was trying to grab the ball. Sensi just basically pushes him in the chest, and Patrick waits a beat or two and then throws himself to the ground to get Sensi sent off. I thought that was worse than Lamela, to be honest. You know, at least Lamela got hit afterwards. But yeah, like this isn't what we want to see. And I think, you know, this is the sort of thing that VAR, you would have thought, could stamp out. I know there's rules in the protocol and what, you know, where they can intervene and can't intervene, but you know, just common sense. This is incredibly unedifying, and you know, you kind of wish that the referee could looked at it and said, no, you know what, this is stupid. You're staying on the pitch.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.